Okay, now I need to check myself. And then we can get started, boys. Alright, let's see if this is any better. Okay, yes, that is better. That is way better. Alright. Let's get this show on the road, baby. Turnabout Samurai. Start chapter 3. Grah, you have disgraced the... Oh. The pale moon in the sky cries for your blood. Oh, so dramatic. The moon. No, it is you who should gaze upon the moon, for it will be the last moon you'll ever see. See you in hell, evil magistrate. Rah! The warrior's swords. Or the warrior's sword. Oh, one has fallen, but who? Only the moon knows. Don't miss next week's exciting episode. The Dark Messenger returns. Can't fucking read. Ah, damn. October 14th, 5:31 p.m. Nyanko law offices. That rocked! See you in hell, evil magistrate! Whoa, stop waving that broom around. Oh, Nick, I didn't know you were here. Of course I'm here. What was that surreal show you were watching? What? Nick, you mean you don't know the Steel Samurai? Oh yeah. He's only the oh my god, he's only the most popular TV hero for young people. Wow, I can read. Young? Like, how young? 10 years old? Then what the heck are you doing getting all excited? Hey, I'm only 17. That's 17. See, I'm a teen, not like you, Nick. Hey, don't talk to me like I'm your grandpa or something. I'm only 24 myself. Oh no, we're getting called old. She's calling us old. Then watch it with me. He's really cool and it's really popular. When they asked grade school kids what they wanted to be, Steel Samurai was #1. I really worry about kids these days. Don't stop. You sound like a fuddy-duddy. Please. Gramps. Well, the Steel Samurai's over. I guess it's time to close up the office. I guess. Wish we had some clients. A month has passed since my trial. Mia's murder was the talk of the town for some time, but no one paid any attention to the Nyanko law offices. How am I going to pay the rent this month? Oof. It'll be okay. I'm sure some big client is just around the corner. October 16th, 8:14 a.m. Phoenix Wright's bedroom. Hello? This is Phoenix. Nick! Maya, what? It's still early. It's the Steel Samurai. The Steel Samurai got arrested. Huh? You mean that guy on the show? Yes! They're saying that the Steel Samurai killed a villain. Isn't that what he's supposed to do? Yeah, on TV. Yeah, on TV. No, I mean he actually did it in real life. He skewered a villain with his samurai spear. I have absolutely no idea what you're talking about. Just come to the office, quick, please, Nick. October 16th, 9:22 a.m. Nyanko law offices. Maya's here, watching television. Now for the morning news. The actor Will Powers was arrested yesterday. Powers plays the lead role. In the popular kids show, The Steel Samurai, warrior of Neo-Old Tokyo. He was arrested on suspicion of murder. The victim was Jackhammer, huh? Jackhammer, that's his name. What a fabulous name. Who plays the villain known as the Evil Magistrate. His body was found still inside the Evil Magistrate costume. The samurai spear was also found stuck through the body. Police believe this was the murder weapon and are investigating further. This has to be a joke. No, it's a nightmare. The Steel Samurai is over. The world is over. Yes, Nyanko law offices. What? Nick! It's the Steel Samurai. What? Yes, of course. We'll be right there. Let's go, Nick. Go? Go where? They have the Steel Samurai down in detention. So what? So, I've decided this will be our first case. Alright, but... Well, what should we do? What should we do? How can you just sit there like that? You have to get down to the detention center and meet the Steel Samurai. Does she want to investigate this case or just do some sightseeing? I wonder. My money's on sightseeing. We don't have enough information to make the case yet. Just admit it. You don't have a clue what happened. No, we just don't have enough information. Alright, Maya. October 16th, Detention Center, Visitor's Room. What's wrong, Maya? It's him, in the flesh. Is that guy really him? What do you mean, that guy? Of course it's him. Will Powers, our client, that's him. Maybe I shouldn't be saying this, but he definitely did it. Murder, at least once, maybe twice. Oh my god. What are you saying? Yes? Something wrong? No. This is getting off to a great start. I know, you're disappointed, aren't you? Disappointed? Oh no. No, it's okay, this is the real me. When I got the part of the Steel Samurai with that mask, I decided I would never show my face in public until the job was over. It's the kids, you know, I didn't want to wreck their dreams. Oh. I guess it didn't matter. So much for dreams. I wonder what they think of the Steel Samurai now. Oh. Oh, well. Nick. What? He's a good guy. I mean, he's good. Yeah. He didn't do it. Alright, Maya. What happened? Maybe you could start by telling us what happened. Yes, of course. It seems like it was only yesterday. Actually, it was only yesterday. The cast had come down to Global Studios for a run-through. We went through a few action sequences at 10 that morning. There was a rehearsal scheduled for 5 in the afternoon. But when 5 came around and the staff gathered at the studio, the evil magistrate was found lying in a crumpled heap near the set. They took off his mask and discovered that it was Jackhammer, dead. He had been expertly skewered with the samurai spear. The samurai spear? Yes, it's a long spear that the Steel Samurai uses as a weapon. Maybe you could explain to me just what the Steel Samurai is. Nick, how could you say such a thing? I'm sorry, sir. I apologize for my partner. He's new to this and a bit out of touch with the world. Hey, who's new to this? No, it's alright, really. The Steel Samurai is the lead character in a popular kids show. He walks the streets of Old Tokyo. Hold on. My fucking microphone got all messed up. Hot damn. Fighting battle after battle against the evil magistrate and his minions. Of course, he never really defeats the evil magistrate. Although, I guess he did defeat him this time. Oh, Will! Will! I see. Old Tokyo? Who comes up with these names? Now, where were you on the day of the murder? Well, that morning I came to the studios at 9. We worked through some action scenes until noon. Rehearsal was to begin at 5, but I was a little tired. So after lunch, I took a nap in my dressing room. When I woke up, it was after 5. I was late for I was late for the rehearsal. God damn. I hurried to the studio and found everyone looking shocked. They arrested me on the spot and brought me here. So he was sleeping the entire afternoon of the murder? Some action hero. What will the kids think? I think I should probably check out the scene of the murder. Right, Global Studios. I'll draw you a map. Wow, Nick, let's go! I'm willing to bet $10 she asked for autographs. Yeah, probably. Thank you, Powers. Goodbye. Gotta go look around the studio. October 16th, Global Studios main gate. Wow, so this is where they make the Steel Samurai show. Awesome, aren't you excited? Hey, you there! You want in? You gotta go through me. Oh, sorry. We're lawyers. Oh yeah? Well, that's great. I'm security. Her name is Old Bag. Oh my god. And it's my job to make sure that gawkers like you stay out. Gawkers? Gawkers, sightseers, tourists. I know the type. You heard about the incident and came to snoop around. Just today, something horrible happened. Oh my god. Okay. Oh my god. Oh my god. Nick? Will I grow up to be like her? Please say no. I don't know. It's possible. Hey! Listen when you're being spoken to. Use today. Oh. So, what do you do here at the studios? At Global Studios, we make children's dreams come true. In fact, in my younger days... No, you were a star? Only a little twinkle between the stars here, I'm afraid, dearie. Wow. This place has really gone downhill, you know? But 10 years ago, now that was the studio of dreams. Hammer was a big star back then, too. He was... Hammer? The victim, dummy. The evil magistrate. He's been reduced to playing villains now. Not exactly best material to work with. Can you tell me about Mr. Will Powers? He's not a bad kid, but don't be fooled by his mask. You wouldn't want him on the silver screen without it, believe me. Little old ladies watching would lose their lunch. That's probably why he thought that the Steel Samurai was his big chance. No one thought he was capable of doing what he did to poor Jackhammer. We don't know for certain that Will Powers is guilty. Powers? Of course he's guilty. How do I know? I know everything. That's my job. What kind of person was Jackhammer? I'm not gonna get over that name. I'm not. What kind of person? Oh, if only you knew. Jackhammer will live on in many hearts as the ultimate action hero. He was simply dashing in the Dynamite Samurai series. Should I have heard of that? But there was an accident during filming 5 years ago. He got an unlucky break after that. Reduced to playing the villain on a children's program. What's more, I heard they were paying him peanuts. It's enough to make you cry. Alright. Why are you so certain Mr. Powers is the killer? I was standing right here yesterday, I was here from 1 in the afternoon to 5 when they found the body. Now the studio where the murder took place is to the left here. So if you want to go to the studio, you have to pass by me. Only one person went by here between 1 and 2:30 when the murder took place. And that person was Mr. Powers? Yes, I saw him. But Mr. Powers says he was sleeping in his dressing room. Oh, I'm sure he would say that. He's no fool. But he was the only one that walked by. He's the killer. You can bet your biscuits on it. Isn't it about time for you to be heading home? There's nothing to see here. Move along. Actually, we're here at Mr. Powers' request. I thought you were suspicious looking. Show me a letter of request. And maybe I'll just let you in. This lady here thinks she owns this place, obviously. I mean, I can try this. What's that? You giving that to me? Absolutely not. Well, I think I probably have to. Let's go back to the detention center and... Hello, how was the studio? They all think I did it, don't they? No, not at all. Isn't that right, Nick? Right, not at all. At worst, you're a suspect. Mr. Powers, you aren't hiding anything from me, are you? What? No, I'd never do that. Earlier you said you were sleeping in your dressing room after lunch. Yes, like a baby. But the security lady says she saw you that day. She says she saw you heading towards the scene of the crime. What? That's not possible. I really don't know what to say. I was sleeping, I promise. Mr. Powers, if you want me to help you, you have to tell me the truth. I'm new to this lawyer business and I need every advantage I can get. I know, I'm sorry. But I swear to you, on my mama's grave, I was sleeping. Maybe the security lady only thought she saw me? What did she see? He doesn't seem to be lying. About the security guard at the main gate to the studio. Oh, the security lady? She's terrible. She called me suspicious looking. Yes, actually. She said the same thing to me before. Take off that mask, were her words, I believe. She sucks up to all the bigwigs at the studio. But let her see you stumble once and she'll never let up on you. She's got some nerve. Do you think you could write up a letter formally requesting my representation? Of course. Alright, now we can go to the studio and present the request. Ma'am, have a look at this. It's the letter of request for Mr. Powers. Yes, I recognize the bold, childish scrawl. To think he would entrust his face to the use of such unreliable appearance. Really? Really? Anyway, you may pass. But only left from here, towards the studios. No, going to the right. That's the employee area. No one allowed inside, pal, were my instructions. The good detective told me himself. Hey, Nick! What? There were maps in the security guard station. Hey, not bad. Those are 50 cents apiece, thank you. Well, time to go, Nick. 50 cents! Alright, we're leaving now. Goodbye. October 16th, Studio 1 entrance. Hey! Aren't you that murderer from the other day? It's that confused detective! Hey, pal. You know, Prosecutor Edgeworth is all upset and it's all your fault. I saw him sipping tea and staring gloomily out the window. So? Hey! If he's depressed, it's all your fault for doing sloppy detective work. Oh. Detective? I think you hurt his feelings. Oh no, I'm sorry. Well, I think his feelings are easily hurt. You're right, pal. It's all my fault. I can blame other people all I want, but I know it's the truth in my heart. Hey, don't take it so hard. There's always the next case. Yeah, I suppose you're right. Hey, what exactly are you two doing here? Well, we're on this case too, pal. Huh? Hey, you can't just go around saying pal like that. That's my endearing character trait. Alright. I'd say he's a character, alright. So, how's your investigation going, detective? Well, hey, I can't tell you that, pal. Nick, maybe you need to be a little more indirect with your questions? Right, so, detective, mind if I take a look at what you got? What I got? The autopsy report, the latest version, if you please. Right. Sorry about what happened last time, pal. Pierced through the chest by a spear. Why was Mr. Powers arrested? Simple, pal. The murder took place right over there in Studio 1. Now the victim entered Studio 1 at approximately 1 p.m. At that time, there was no one other than the victim in the studio. According to the autopsy report, the time of death was 2:30 p.m. Only one person went to the studio between 1 and 2:30, and that person was none other than Will Powers. No one else, pal. If you think I'm lying, ask the security lady at the main gate. Nick, if that's true, anyone would think that Powers did it with that kind of evidence. Thanks for cheering me up. About the security lady. Oh, that sweet old lady, what a charmer. Huh? Are we talking about the same person? When I showed her my badge, she gave me a donut and some coffee. Remember what Powers said. She's a sucker for authority. She even gave me a piece of valuable evidence. What? What kind of evidence? Well, that photo. The photo of the Steel Samurai heading toward the scene of the crime. What? Who took that? See the camera up on the gate, pal? Talking about this camera. The gate? You mean the one with the welcome sign? Yeah, whenever someone walks by, the camera automatically snaps a photo of them. Oh no! Nick, he has evidence. We're finished. Funny, for someone with hard proof, he doesn't look too happy. What's wrong, pal? You seem down. Don't look so happy when you say that. We'd like to ask the employees here some questions. Sure thing, pal. Go wherever you like. Of course, you're not going to find any clues I haven't already found. I'm glad someone around here seems to be enjoying themselves. Nick, let's go. We got a free pass to the place, and now's our chance to check things out. Whoops. Let's examine. There's a camera here. That's a security camera that takes photos of people. Camera ID number. Oh, am I supposed to ask him about... Okay, no. It's a monkey of some kind, but what kind of monkey has a nose like that? He's holding a sign in his hand. Right to Studio 1, left to Studio 2. What's up with that thing? It looks kind of busted. Oh, the wind was pretty strong yesterday and the head broke off. I took that tree down with it too. The entrance to Studio 1. This is the studio where they found Jack Hammer's body. Let's go in and check it out, Nick. Hey, it's locked. Looks like you need a key card to get in. It makes sense they would want to keep the non-employees out. That security lady is in the guard station stuffing her face with donuts. I guess all cops like their donuts. Ah, yes. Bringing on the stereotype of donuts and cops. Yeah, and they're soft enough she doesn't need teeth to chew them. Oh my god. Fucking shots fired. Hey, you. Well, are you satisfied Powers is guilty yet? Why didn't you tell us about the security photo, ma'am? Oh, that? I just thought it would be more thrilling to talk with the detective himself. These things are important, you know. Oh, just to the left from here is the gate with the camera that took that photo. It's my job to check the photos every day, you see. This guard station is in a central position. No matter where you go here, you pass by my station first. Now, poor Hammer, he went to the studio just before 1. The murder happened right around 2:30, see? The only one I seen go through here between 1 and 2:30 was Powers himself. The security camera got a good look at him, too. If he's not the one what did it, I don't know who is. Maybe it was you? Good one, Sonny. She thinks I was joking. I was not joking. Was the victim Mr. Was past tense? Oh yes, he was great as the bearded samurai. That too, yes. He's shown the brightest back in the day. Making a star like him play the evil magistrate, it's a disgrace, I tell you. Hammer took it pretty hard, and who can blame him? About the security camera. Oh yes, the camera. It's automatic. It can tell when someone walks through that gate, see? Then it snaps a photo. Apparently, it records the time when it takes the picture, too. But I don't bother myself with those details. I just view all the photos on the computer over in the security guard station. I check them every day before going home, I do. Let's examine. Computer that runs the studio security cameras. Hey, no touching. Overhead map of the studios. Right from here is the employee area. To the left are the actual film studios. Main entrance. Looks like a studio van. They probably use it to carry around film equipment. So I can't... Okay, let me... Oh, I can try the employee area. October 16th, Global Studios employee area. Nick! This is where they do all the behind-the-scenes stuff. Hey, look! There's Power's dressing room. No one's here this soon after the murder, I guess. Let's take a look around. A window into the dressing room. Glass is frosted. There's a sign by the dressing room door. Well, Powers, it must be neat to be the star and have your own dressing room like this. The door to the dressing room, it's not locked. Hey Nick, let's take a look inside. Maybe we can find something as a souvenir. What do you mean, find? You never know. There might be something like the samurai spear. We don't need a spear. Let's see. Cola, candy, chips, gum. Huh. It's so normal. I was expecting some cool theme snacks or something. Popcorn, at least. Wait, look! Samurai soda! Nick, try this! Ladies first. This may be the storage room. That's where they keep all the film equipment. Wow, Nick! You know a lot about the industry. What else would they keep in a film studio? The remains of yesterday's lunch are scattered around. Everyone was probably too shocked to clean up. There's a T-bone on one of the plates minus the steak. T-bone steak, that would have hit the spot. You just had a burger. Yeah, but I have a second stomach just for steaks. Yeah, me too, homegirl. What? I also have a second stomach just for steaks. It's hashtag relatable. Oh wait, I can... There we go. The metal grate on the drain has been taken off. That's a pretty big drain. A kid could fit through there, I bet. Yeah, if you snuck in that way, you wouldn't have to pay at the gate. Well, if you want to leave that way, be my guest. Right. Huh? Hey, I'm not a kid. You're still probably small enough to fit through there. Come on, Maya. Looks like one of those electric-powered bicycles. I don't know about these. I mean, what's the point? It makes it a lot easier to go up hills. Don't people cycle to get exercise? I'm lazy, alright? I need an electric bike. There's a half-finished backdrop for a stage here. Looks like a castle. Probably new old Tokyo castle. Okay. Now we can swoop and move into the dressing room. October 16th, Global Studios dressing room. Powers dressing room. So this is where he was sleeping, or at least this is where he claims he was sleeping. No one actually saw him taking a nap here, did they? Right, and there's a picture of him near the crime scene. I hope he's telling the truth. For his sake. This must be Power's bag. Hey, don't open that. Look! An employee key card. That must be Power's. It says Studio 1. Let's take it, Nick. Borrow it. You mean borrow it. Thief in training. Alright. There's a bunch of snacks on the table. They must give these to the employees. Some tea and cookies. Nick, I'm hungry. You just had a burger. Yeah, but I have a separate stomach for sweets. Yeah, me too. How many stomachs does this girl have? There's some regular suits in among the costumes here. Those must be his own clothes. It'd be fun to wear one of the costumes. I'd say you were already wearing one myself. I always have mirrors in dressing rooms like this. I see my hair is still nice and spiky, just how I like it. There's a vast array of cosmetics here. Oh, this is the wig he used in Samurai Boogie Woogie. Nick, try this on. No. And how can you tell the name of a show just by looking at a wig? I, kind of like samurai movies. Kind of. Looks like someone was sleeping here. Maybe Powers did take a nap here yesterday. It's locked. It looks like he doesn't open his window much. I guess it is kind of dusty outside. But now we can go back and look at the studio. I should be able to... There we go. It opened. Alright, we're in! She's way too happy for someone visiting a crime scene. What is it? You're real quiet all of a sudden. Doesn't it give you shivers, Nick? That white tape, it's so real. Well, the evil magistrate did die here, and the steel samurai killed him. The murder weapon was the samurai spear. Sounds pretty real to me. They outlined where Jack Hammer's body lay with tape. His body was found still inside the evil magistrate's costume. I guess that's why the head part looks like a helmet. Funny, I expected a spear stabbing would leave at least a few blood stains. That's a good point. It probably would. Where the fuck is the blood? I guess the costume must have absorbed most. That's not how it works. It's not how it works. Wow, look at that camera. That must cost a ton. Yeah, so don't touch it. Whoa, it's heavier than I thought. No touching that. I'm sorry, my partner is kind of, you know. You know? No, I don't know. Who are you? Who, me? I'm an assistant here. I help with props and stuff, moving them around, ordering new ones, etc. We're lawyers representing Mr. Will Powers. Oh, you're WP's people. WP? Oh, Will Powers, WP, I get it. I don't envy you guys one bit. But, do you know what? Do what you can for WP, okay? He never hurt a fly. He has to be innocent. Don't worry, leave it to us. Let's talk to Penny. Could you tell me anything about the day of the murder? Yes, I was in the studio the whole day. I was the only assistant on staff that day, you see. Only one assistant? Yes, well, the studios isn't doing well right now. And yesterday was only rehearsal for our action sequences. Oh, I see. In the morning, we went through the action sequences in the employee area. WP and Hammer were along with everyone else. We're there. Along with... I can fucking read, I promise. The employee area, that's where Power's dressing room is, right? Yes, that's the place. After eating lunch there, Mr. Hammer went to Studio 1. Then I saw WP go into his dressing room. But I didn't see either of them after that. Did you know that Mr. Powers was sleeping in his room? No, I wouldn't go in there unless I had some urgent message for him. I mean, it's his private... We had yummy steakhouse for dinner. Oh, that's good. Hi! Thank you for coming. Hi! I like how you did a fart to get my attention. I mean, it's his private. What kind of girl do you think I am? What kind? No, I'm sure you're a fine girl. Sorry. So much for getting a confirmation of Power's alibi. What do we do, Nick? We haven't found anything. If WP was the only one who came to the studio, then he has to be the killer. They even have a photograph. Sorry, I know you're busy. Not really. Actually, there's been something bothering me. Aha! That's what I'm talking about. A clue! A lead! Well, I don't know about that, but that day, just after noon, I sensed someone was here. You sensed? You sensed? Yeah, you sensed? Excuse me, homegirl, what? Yes, several times. What? Some other studio employees, maybe? No, I don't think so. The only thing we had scheduled was an action scene run-through. I was the only assistant here that day. I have a feeling it was someone from outside. Really? But wait, if someone had come in here, wouldn't that security lady have noticed them? Yeah, you're right. I'm sorry, I don't have any better information than that. No, thanks. That helps us a lot. Anything helps. Let's go put that security lady on the spot. How's the game so far? It's good. It's going. We just started a new chapter. We just finished the last chapter, which was very dramatic. There was a lot of shit happening. So this is kind of like a slowing the way down compared to yesterday. At least we don't have to deal with Douche McGee today, so I don't think I could handle him anymore. Ugh. So you sense that someone other than the regular film crew was in the studio? Yes, I think. I think doesn't cut it in a witness testimony. Nick, what about that security lady? If someone else came into the studio, she must have seen them. Let's examine a little bit more. Backdrop. Looks like a backdrop. This must be used in the Steel Samurai show. Of course, that's the mountain, Fujiyama. Doesn't the Steel Samurai take place in Old Tokyo? Can you even see Mount Fuji from there? Not Old Tokyo, Nick. Neo Old Tokyo. Oh, right. Like that fucking makes a difference, sure. Look, a ladder! That's a step ladder. So, what's the difference? You need to stop judging things based on narrow-minded cultural assumptions, Nick. Right, sorry. Alright. Alright, Maya. Hey, look! That's the chair the director sits in. I've always wanted to sit in one of these. Hey, Nick, take a look at that. What are those black and white boards that they clap at the start of filming? And look, a megaphone. A real-life megaphone. Ready, Nick? Action! This girl is more troubled than I thought. Oh, boy. What's this? That's for reflecting light. They call it a reflecting screen or something like that. The assistant holds it during filming. Huh. What? Where's your enthusiasm for all things entertainment? Well, lighting is fine, but I'd want to be the director. Or maybe the Steel Samurai. I think she's being serious. Alright. So, I think it wants us to go... Let me talk to... Okay. Let me talk to the... Old bag. Hello, old bag.
What? You're still here? Really? You look as though you've seen a ghost. What? I saw that suspicious look on your face. I wanted to ask you again about yesterday. You came here at 1 p.m., correct? And the estimated time of Hammer's death was 2:30. Are you sure that Powers was the only one to go through here between those times? Sure as can be. But we have a witness who thinks that there was someone from outside here that day. What? Are you absolutely sure you were here watching the whole time? Examine the MILF? What? What? Who are you talking about? Who are you talking about? Which MILF are you talking about? Who is the MILF? Who is it? Ma'am? Who was it? Who told you that? Who dares question me? Ah! Alright, you better tell me quick, you spiky-haired cretin. Someone's been complaining about the work I do, huh? We were just talking to the assistant in Studio 1. Her. She's not even a full-time employee. All you youngins are like that nowadays. Running. Oh, God, no. There she goes. There she goes on her tirade. There she goes. She left. Oh, my God. Well, Nick, this is our chance to do what we can without her looking over our shoulders. Oh, God. Nick! Maybe we can see that photo of Powers with this computer. Yeah, maybe. Should I try the computer? Try it. Okay, let's give it a try. You know how to work these things, Nick? Looks like I just have to enter a few numbers. Let's see. First, I need the date of the murder. Looks like the camera turned on at 1 p.m. that day. 1. That was when the security lady arrived at the guard station. Oh, God. Oh, fuck. I think that was the wrong thing. I think it was 7:03 and I accidentally clicked 3. Okay. I think it's 7:03. Nope, it's 3:07. Alright. Third time's the charm, guys. I'm dumb. I'm not going to look at the fucking thing. I just try all 3 of them. Hey, it printed out the data for that day. Let's see what we got. Huh? How is this a picture of Will Powers? Well, he is the one who always wears that suit. I guess that's why the security lady thought it was him. I don't imagine the detective was very happy with this photo as evidence. Something's printed on the back. Huh? October 15th, 2 p.m. Photo number 2. What does that mean? Maybe there's more photo data from that day? Nope, that's the only one in the computer. Powers blank or question mark photo added to the court record. Hey, Nick! Can't we use this photo as evidence for the trial? Yeah. We'll put the security lady in her place with this. Right. We'll put her in her place. Hey, that's what I said. Anyways, let's show her this photo and see what she says. Wait, let's not. Why not? It's never a good idea to reveal your hand to the enemy too soon. Nick, you're craftier than I gave you credit for. Why, you could be the next evil magistrate. Hey, why do I have to be the villain? Relax, it was just a joke. So are we done for today? I think this photo is what we needed for the trial. Still, it'd be better if we had some idea who the real killer was. Maybe it really was that security lady. Aw, yeah, boys. We did the investigation. Whoop, whoop. Ayo. Yeah, let's save. Let's do it to it. Okay. October 18th, 10 a.m. District Court. Courtroom number 4. Court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Will Powers. The prosecution is ready, Your Honor. The defense is ready, Your Honor. Very well, Mr. Edgeworth, your opening statement, please. The prosecution will show the court that at 2:30 p.m. on October 15th, the defendant, Mr. Will Powers, killed fellow actor Jack Hammer in Studio 1 of Global Studios. I'm gonna start a new 76 playlist, lol, since we are on PC now. Yeah, yeah. That sounds like a good idea. Cause it doesn't really like line up with our other ones since those were from PlayStation, so that's probably a good idea. It is impossible for anyone else to have committed this heinous crime. The evidence presented during the trial will all point to this fact. I see. Very well, I would like to move on to some testimony. Mr. Edgeworth, the prosecution may call its first witness. Wait, why does Edgeworth get to say it in opening statement, but we fucking don't? Rude! Fuck you, Judge. Very well, I call him most familiar face, Detective Gumshoe, to the stand. Ah, yes, our boy Gumshoe. Detective, if you would briefly describe this case to the court. Yes, sir. I'll explain the guide map with the guide map here. To understand this case, it's important to grasp the layers of the studio, see? This here is the employee area. The actors did a run-through of their action scenes during the morning here. This is the main gate to the studios. The security lady that works at the studios was here at 1 p.m. on that day. Past the security station, there's a gate, see? Past that are the studios. And here it is, Studio 1. This is the scene of the murder where the body was found. Now, on the day of the murder, October 15th, there were only 3 people here. The victim, Jack Hammer, the defendant, Will Powers, and a young woman with the production assistant. All the production staff were in the employee area until noon. Then after lunch, the victim, Jack Hammer, went to Studio 1. Right after that, at 1 p.m., the security lady got to the guard station. Now jump ahead to later that day at 5 p.m. The production staff came to Studio 1 to perform a rehearsal. Needless to say, the rehearsal was canceled. The time of death was 2:30 p.m. The samurai spear was found lodged in the victim's chest. The samurai spear found in the victim's chest was the murder weapon. That's the case in brief. Anyone like to hear that again? Should I listen to the whole thing again? I don't need to listen to it again, please. I think I can probably remember that. Probably. It'll be fine. So the murder weapon was a spear. How medieval. Your Honor, this case is quite simple if you ask one question. And that question is, what did the security lady... Oh my god. What did the security lady at the guard station see? Understood. Oh my god. Let's call the security officer to the stand. Oh god. Will the witness declare her name? Aren't you a handsome fellow? I'm afraid I'm a bit flustered. Your name, please. Oh, dearie, no need for you to be embarrassed. Just call me Grandma. Your name, please! Edgeworth's like, stop, I'm gay. Stop it. Seems Edgeworth has a bit of trouble getting his witnesses to say their names. Wendy Oldbag, dearie. Her name is Wendy Oldbag. Okay. Objection! I object to the witness's talkativeness. Objection sustained. The witness will refrain from rambling on the stand. I was just getting to the good part, dearie. Perhaps we can get to the testimony? Now the witness was stationed at the main gate on the day of the murder, correct? Yes, sir, I was. And to get to the scene of the murder, someone would have to pass by you? You know your stuff, dearie. You may begin your testimony. She is sure one hell of an old bag. This fucking game. This fucking game. On the day of the murder, I arrived at the guard station at 1 p.m. Poor old Hammer and the rest had been doing a run-through there since the morning. I had some errands to run that morning. Anyways, it was 1 when I got to the guard station. I was at the main gate from then until 5. Now, the murder happened at 2:30 p.m., right? Interesting to me because a certain man walked by right by me at 2 p.m. It was Powers, that man right there, and he was heading towards the studio. You saw the defendant then? Very well. Let's begin the cross-examination. Mr. Wright? Yes, Your Honor. I think we have to... God. Yeah. Every time her voice literally hurts my throat so bad. I think I have to use this. Shut the fuck up, lady. Let me get this straight, old bag, Miss Old Bag. You've been saying since yesterday that you saw Mr. Powers, correct? But you're talking about the man in this photo, aren't you? Just a moment, Mr. Wright. Let me see that photo. What is this exactly? None other than the Steel Samurai Defender of Neo Old Tokyo. I fucking hate that name. Miss Old Bag. Is this the Mr. Powers that you saw? Of course. Didn't your mama teach you any sense, sonny? Alright. Anyone can plainly see that's Powers, right? No, they can't. Well, I mean, I wonder. Oh, fucking Edgeworth. He's like, damn it, woman. True, Mr. Powers does play the role of the Steel Samurai. But that doesn't mean Mr. Powers is the Steel Samurai. I know that. I wasn't born yesterday. No, in this court, no one is... No one in this court is accusing you of that, miss, or witness. He's having trouble calling old bag up, or having trouble, oh my god, trouble calling her old bag, apparently. However, you do not have proof that the person in this photo is Will Powers, do you? So for some reason your alerts are kind of quiet on, I can turn the thing back up. I turned it down because it was pretty loud, but, like I turned it down in the desktop audio in OBS, Yeah, no, I turned it down on OBS. I just turned it back up because the music sounded really loud, like overpowering, but I mean, it's whatever. I just turned it back up. However, you do not have proof that the person in the photo is Mr. Will Powers, do you? Nosy old man. Of course I have proof. What? What? Even Edgeworth is surprised. The prosecution would like to ask the witness, please make known all the information in your possession ahead of time. How was I to know everyone would be so nosy? You should be ashamed, all of you. Anyway, I showed that photo to the young detective. He told me this isn't any good as evidence, pal. He didn't even give it a second look. Wow, old Windbag has left even Edgeworth speechless. She's good. Let's hear about your proof, then. The man in the photo. I never say anything I don't mean, mind you. That morning during the run-through of the action scene, I saw Powers trip and fall. He broke one of the props. It was a big mess. Apparently, he sprained his ankle pretty bad. Now look at that picture. You can see he's dragging his leg. See? Clear as day. That's how I knew it was Powers. Happy? So he had sprained his ankle? Very well, Mr. Wright. You may cross-examine the witness. She's got to be hiding something. I'll press her until she squeals. Press that one. So he was strong. What? Does look like he's dragging his foot. Where's this one too? Let's try. Push this one. This is where I reveal I don't know how to play this game. Do. Yeah. Boop, ba-doop, boop, 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 ba-doop, boop, 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 boop. Doop, doop, doop. Doop. Sure did. His own samurai spear. The samurai spear? The murder weapon? That is a significant detail. Okay, now the alerts are good. Lol, thank you. Trip and fall? Yes, and to think he's supposed to be the still samurai. I kissed it where it hurt. Let's just skip over that part, shall we? Where was the assistant? Oh, her? She was cleaning up backdrops, I think. She didn't know about Power's ankle. I'm gonna press everyone. Observing, just observing. Let's see. No, that's gonna be wrong. The music didn't stop. Shit. Let me think. The only one I didn't push was the first one. But... oh, there she goes rambling again. Alright. Mr. Wright, please, for all our sakes, try not to upset the witness. I think Edgeworth has met his match. Let me... oh, okay. I'm dumb. Alright, this is fine. Haven't we, Your Honor? Well, there's one thing that bothers me, which is... where's the Steel Samurai costume now? Actually, well, we couldn't find it. We're looking, though. Anyway, that's not important. The witness did see the Steel Samurai, yes. And it is clear that the person in the Steel Samurai suit was Mr. Will Powers. I suppose that's right. I'm gonna object. We keep talking possibilities, but we have to agree that this photo shows the Steel Samurai. Nowhere in this photo can we see Mr. Will Powers. The fence has a point. Also wonder if someone else not caught on camera would have been, or killed Mr. Hammer. We have to consider that possibility also. Then allow me to remove that doubt from your mind, Your Honor. Will the witness continue her testimony, please? No need to ask twice. God, her voice. Hold on, I need some water. Okay. The time of poor Hammer's death was at 2:30 p.m. True? The only person I saw go through the studio before them was Will Powers. No one else went there. If they had, I would have seen them. So if no one else went to the studio, then it would have to be the Steel Samurai who did it. Mr. Wright, you may cross-examine the witness. Let me look at my... oh, I don't have her testimony. There we go. Hold on. Look at this photograph one more time. This photo was taken by the camera at the gate for the studios, correct? Yes, sirree, sonny. So whenever anyone passes by here, it automatically takes a picture? And here I thought you didn't know your head from a hole in the ground. Right, anyway. It's also true that the computer in the guard station records all security cam data. Oh, you know, if you wanted to work at the studio, we might have an opening. That very computer printed out this photo. Note that on the back of the photo are printed the words October 15th, 2 p.m., photo number 2. Even I know that means it was taken at 2 p.m. on October 15th. Really, Sonny? Actually, I knew that too. The issue here is the bit at the end where it says photo number 2. Photo number 2? The computer only held data for one photo on that day. Don't you think that's odd? Shouldn't this photograph be photo number 1 if it really was the only photo? Damn straight, get her, Phoenix! Get her, tear her to pieces! Please tell the court what you mean by this, Mr. Wright. Actually, that's what I want to ask the witness. This evidence shows that not 1 but 2 people went to the studio that day. If there is only there's only data for one of the photos. Who could have erased the data for the other photo? Only someone with access to the security, only someone with access. The security lady herself. Me? You watch your mouth, whippersnapper. The only person I saw that day was Will Powers. But the camera on the gate fired twice. That means 2 people went by. Well, yes, that's what it would seem to mean. Can the witness explain this to the court? I don't understand these newfangled computer things. Edgy boy, help! Oh no. Believe me, I want to, but I don't know what this means either. Some help you are, you're a whippersnapper too. Whippersnapper? Something the matter, Miss Oldbag? Ah, that's right. I just remembered something. Let me guess. Someone else passed by the gate. Someone other than the Steel Samurai. Well, yes, I suppose you could put it that way. Oh my god, lady. I see. Your testimony, please. Every day after I finish my guard duties, I have one other important job to do. I go through the photos recorded on the security computer and check them. I throw out any photos that aren't suspicious looking, you see. Come to think of it, now I remember throwing out one photo that day. Miss Oldbag, this is the first I've heard of this. Well, of course, honey, I've only just remembered it. Right. Anyway, Mr. Wright, please begin your cross-examination. Well, I'd say this was a turn for the unexpected, but I kind of expected this. Okay, what was the photo you threw out? Well, who in the heck was in that photo you erased? A fanboy. But fanboy? Steel Samurai fanboys, real freaks if you ask me. They get information about the rehearsals from gosh knows where. They're always hanging out. One was there that day. Wait a second, didn't you just say no one else could get in? I locked the main gate so no one could get in. Those were your words. Well, if you must know, there's a drain that goes into the employee area. The grate has been loose for a while. It leads outside and, well, that's where they come in. They come in through the drain? I told you they were freaks. Oh, and? And? They're kids, children, whippersnappers. Kids? So in the photo that you erased, it was a boy, probably 2nd or 3rd grade. What? Order. Let me get this straight. You saw 2 people pass by the gate on their way to the studios that day? Hi! Thank you for rating Viper Games. I appreciate it. Holy crap, hello. I don't know how long ago you rated. I was not paying attention to chat. My apologies. Hi, how was your stream? What did you play? Was it a good stream? One was the Steel Samurai dragging his leg. The other was a boy who looked to be in about 2nd or 3rd grade. It was great. Played some Ace Attorney. Oh! Yes! How far are you guys? We're still, as you can see, on the first game. I think we're in the 3rd chapter? So. Oh, yes. Well, we see his type there every day. And it was good that it was a good stream. It's always good to hear. Thank you again for the raid. I really appreciate it. Can't stop him. Can't catch him. A boy in 2nd or 3rd grade. I assume it would be hard, if not impossible, for a young boy to wield the samurai spear. I just started on the 2nd phase of the game. Oh. Well, that's fun. I'm glad we got so many fellow Ace Attorney fans here. Impossible, I think. It's quite heavy. Right. As I said, I didn't pay him much mind. That's why I erased the data. Nick? What's going on? I mean, the boy was there. That makes him a suspect. Yeah, and they're already trying to unsuspect him. This court will take a 5-minute recess. I want the defense and the prosecution to consider this new information. And no forgetting vital information this time. One time, the judge actually has a brain. October 18th. 11:08 a.m. District Court Defendant Lobby number 3. Mr. Powers? Yes. Tell me straight. Were you really in your dressing room? You didn't go to the studio? I didn't go to the studio. I was sleeping, honest. So who was in the Steel Samurai in that security photo? How should I know? The Steel Samurai costume was off in the corner of the dressing room. Anyone could have walked in and taken it, really. What? You should take better care of that stuff. I couldn't imagine anyone would want to steal a Steel Samurai costume. So where does this leave me? It doesn't look good. Oh, Mr. Powers. Mr. Powers! You're the only likely suspect right now. Nick! What are we going to do? First, we play for more time. We'll start targeting someone else that could conceivably have done this. Right. And it'll take them so long to shoot us down that we can't get that we can get another day. Right, but if we pick the wrong person, we might lose on the spot. You don't sound very optimistic. I'm not optimistic at all, actually. Hey, Nick, it's time. Okay, let's go. Hello, everyone. Thanks for joining the stream. I just saw my freaking numbers jump up. Holy crap. What does that mean? Please don't sigh like that. Oh, poor Phoenix has the weight of the world on his shoulders. Court will now reconvene for the trial of Mr. Will Powers. Mr. Edgeworth, will you present the prosecution's thoughts on this matter? The prosecution thoughts are simple. Nothing has changed. The other person who went to the... Oh, thank you for the follow! Thank you! Appreciate it. Thank you so much. The other person who went to the studio was a boy, roughly 10 years of age. The photo we do have may not be hard evidence. But there's still no one else that could have committed this crime. I call for a verdict of guilty for the defendant, Mr. Will Powers. Very well. Mr. Wright, your thoughts? The defense disagrees with the prosecution's claim. There is another person who could have committed this crime. Order. Interesting. Let us hear who you have in mind. However, be aware that this court does not look kindly on accusing the innocent. If you accuse someone who is obviously innocent, you will be penalized. Probably the security lady. Who's the security lady? Wendy Oldbag. Who? The steel samurai is dragging his leg in this picture. That means whoever was in the suit knew about that morning's injury. Maybe because they had been watching the action scene run through. There was only one person other than Powers and Hammer who knew about the injury. The security lady, Oldbag. What? Whippersnapper! Order, order. Is it true, Oldbag? Oldbag! That's Miss Oldbag to you! Miss Oldbag was standing guard alone at the main gate. She was by herself. In other words, she has no alibi. She could have briefly left her post to steal the samurai costume, then slipped into Studio 1, the scene of the murder. Why would she go through the trouble of wearing the steel samurai costume? Simple, Your Honor. She knew the camera at the gate would take her picture. If she was in his costume, she could point the finger at Mr. Powers. I see. Excellent detective reasoning, Mr. Wright. Oh yeah, right there. Sherlock Holmes 2, baby. Don't get ahead of yourself, Phoenix. God. That's odd. Isn't this the part where Edgeworth pounces? Doesn't he usually jump up with an objection and some new damning evidence? Well, Mr. Edgeworth, does the prosecution have an opinion on this matter? The prosecution has no meaningful objections at this time. Oh, Edgeworth. Oh, baby boy Edgeworth. What? What's that supposed to mean? Oh, so you all think I did it? Is that it? Edgy boy, don't just sit there, do something. What's my move? Maybe now's my chance to take this whole thing, press further. The very same reasoning that makes Mr. Powers a subject in this case can be used to cast doubt on Miss Oldbag's actions on that day. Well, why would I do something so horrible to poor Hammer? You forget that Mr. Powers lacks a clear motive, too. Indeed. That did it. Now Windbag is one of the suspects. No hard feelings, I hope. Wait just a minute. What about the other person who went to the studio? The boy, the one whose photo I erased. He's only a grade schooler, though, as you said. 2nd or 3rd grade, was it? That doesn't matter. When I was that age, I could pin my old man in 10 seconds tops. Oh, all right. Your thoughts, Mr. Wright? That boy is not the killer. What? How can you be so sure? Oh. Or is it to be nice to the kids and mean to your elders nowadays? Whippersnapper. I have proof. Proof? Indeed, then let's see this proof, Mr. Wright. You have proof that shows this. Oh, okay. The spear, probably. Maybe the costume? Actually, it would be the key card, right?
Take that!
So Studio 1. However, you need a key card to enter Studio 1. How could a boy with no formal relation to the studios have a key card? I see. Well, would the witness care to comment on this? The Win Mag, speechless. This has got to be a first. Very well. This court will suspend proceedings on the current trial for today. Mr. Edgeworth, please find out more about your witness, Miss Wendy. What's her name? Something old bag, Your Honor. The prosecution will look further into this old bag before we continue. That is all. This court is adjourned. Oh my god. Something old bag. Wait a second. I'm not going to just sit here while you run off barking up the wrong tree. Me! I'm talking! Oh great. Stop the presses. The windbag wants to talk. Miss Oldbag, what is this all about? Have you omitted something from your testimony? Actually, if you must know, there's something I was told not to talk about. Not to talk about? By whom? You mean it wasn't Edgeworth who told her not to talk? Well, testify. Global Studios wanted me to keep quiet about something. There were some other people at the studios on the day of the murder. They said they had nothing to do with it, see? So they told me to just pretend they hadn't been at the studios that day. But if you're going to go accusing me, I'm not letting them get away scot-free. Miss Oldbag, this is crucial information. Why did you keep this from the court until now? Chainsmoker mess on point. I'm glad I got what I wanted across. Chainsmoker mess. I fucking dabbed for those of you who don't know, because you can't fucking see me. Ain't you been listening? They told me to shut my trap, and I always do what I'm told. No, this isn't a bad dream, Your Honor. Witness the power of old back. Mr. Wright, your cross-examination. That judge is so done with her shit at this point. Everyone's just fucking done. Okay, who was it? Who were these people? Well, the director and the producer, for starters. The director? We should have known something was fishy. How could they have done a run-through of their action scene without a director? Of course. Yes, well, I was surprised no one asked about it. So, where were these people? The director was in the employee area all morning for the run-through. He joined the producer around lunchtime and they had a meeting after that. Where? Oh, in the Studio 2 trailer. Studio 2? There was a Studio 2? Oh my... Phoenix, baby boy, Phoenix. Well, if you look at the guide map, here it is. You go through the gate and all the way to the left. The path where the monkey's head was fallen over. Well, Mr. Wright, would you like to continue the cross-examination? I think we can take a break now. Your Honor, we have learned there were others at Global Studios on the day in question. The director and the producer and, some bigwigs were all present. Yet, as we stand here, they have not been questioned. I hold that it is impossible to declare a verdict on the defendant, Mr. Powers. I gave that delivery wrong. Alright. The court acknowledges the defense point. The prosecution will gather more information about the witness, Miss Oldbag, and more information about these other people we just have been told of. Oh my god. I'm having my last brain cell. Whoo, there it goes. Goodbye. This case is making my brain just, like, have a mental breakdown. God, I understand, Your Honor. This ends the day's proceeding in the trial of Mr. Will Powers. That is all. This court is adjourned. Boy. October 18th, 1:04 p.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby Number 3. Thank you so much, Mr. Wright. I was right to ask you to defend me. Oh, really? It's nothing. Or should I say... My God. We'll be going down to the studios to do some more investigating. We have to find out more about this director and producer. They'll be turning up in the next trial as witnesses for certain. So now's my chance to get material for the cross-examination. So Nick, have we figured out just who it was in the Steel Samurai costume? Could it really have been old Windbag? What do you think, Mr. Powers? I don't think it was her, really. Neither do I, Nick. Yeah, I know. Look, I was just buying time back there. Someone had to be the bad guy for a bit to take the pressure off Mr. Powers. Poor old Windbag. I kind of feel sorry for her. Well, she wasn't winning any points in there, with or without my accusation. Okay, let's get down to the studios. Right! We'll be back to visit you soon. Thanks, guys. To be continued. Alright, how are we feeling? Should we, A, try to finish this trial, which might take another hour and a half, or should we leave this for another day and come back to it another day? How are we all feeling? Once you all catch up with me. God, the latency. The struggle is real. How's Nyanko doing? So yeah, should we save this for another day, or should we finish this? How are we feeling? Just for reference, that whole section from the beginning to where we stopped is what took an hour and 30 minutes. It's already almost 10 o'clock here.
Yikes.
Whoops. Shut up. Because I feel like this is if we're going to stop for the night, it's going to be a good place to stop, as it's at a save point. Let's see. Okay, well, I'm gonna go ahead and send it to someone else then. Let's send it to someone else also playing Ace Attorney. It's gotten kind of late. So, I'm gonna go ahead and raid somebody else, because we raid friends around here. Let's see. Let's... Whoa, that's the Chronicles. I want the... Uh, well, I was asking how everyone felt. I was... Because it takes about an hour and a half to complete. It would probably take around the same amount of time to complete the second half of this. And so I was mostly asking how you felt. Because if you're tired, then I can send it to somebody else. Was working on our YouTube. Oh. Okay, how are you feeling? Because I'm willing to go... I'm willing to go another hour and a half, but... Okay, so yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and send it to somebody else then. I kind of figured. Alright. So, thank you for everyone who stopped by the stream, and thank you for the raid, Viper. I really appreciate it. I always love it when someone raids me. So, we're gonna raid someone else who's playing Ace Attorney. Let's keep the raid train going, yeah? uh, oh, we will revisit this soon, so be on the lookout for that. Have a good night. Bye.